Today we will discuss on four ideals. So we have already spoken of the division of the Vedas into Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda. In our previous classes, we have seen that Karma Kanda is based on rituals. There is no connection with Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda. There is no connection with liberation and ritual. Please keep it in your mind. The moksha, what we are seeking always. And I think all of the students attend this class. We are all mumukshu. We are seekers of liberation. We should know there is no connection, no connection with liberation and all the rituals like prayer, japa, worshipping, celebrating, fasting, no connection with liberation. So, shouldn't we do that? We must do that. We should not skip our daily obligatory duties, daily puja, daily worship, daily prayer, daily meditation, daily japam. What about the occasional fasting? We should not stop. If there is no connection with liberation and all other things, why should we do? Actually, there is no such word called moksha or liberation or seeking liberation. It's a wrong terminology. Seeking liberation, seeking moksha. We are already liberated, but we don't know because of lot of factors. And all these steps, all these rituals help us to remove these obstacles. But ultimately, jnane natu kaivalyam. If you really want to know about your true nature, knowledge alone can do that. But for abiding in that knowledge, we need a purity of mind. And to purify our mind, all the things are necessary. But not all for everyone else. That guru will decide that which sadhana is for you. We are not the deciding factor in our spiritual life. That is why we seek for a master. Another thing also here, if we start seeking our guru or teacher, we will never find. Because at least I'm telling for me, with my dirty and impure and ignorant mind, I have no strength to find out guru or teacher for me. Instead of that, if I start increasing my disciplehood, increase my humility, increase my faith, increase my love, increase my devotion, Lord appears as our teacher in any form. But if we are not ready mentally, emotionally, with the knowledge, we can't accept it. We can't accept him or her. We question that how that person can be my guru, how this person, he or she is so younger than me, he or she is from the outcast, he or she, all those things, all those factors come into our mind. If we are not purified enough to accept Lord's grace, God's grace. So it's very important to increase our disciplehood inside by regular doing japa, meditation, prayer, puja, and all such things. So, the four ideals we are going to discuss, and we have already spoken about Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda, dealing with man's natural desire for enjoyment of material happiness and the attainment of the highest good or liberation or shreyas, anything else you can tell. Moksha. The Vedic seers also speak of the four ideals which serve the ends of human pursuit or purusharth or will force. Will force. They are the springs of man's action and are known as Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. Dharma is not religion. Dharma is not the translation of religion. Dharma means righteousness. Dharma means righteousness. It is the law of inner growth and the basis of man's action. It is in harmony with a man's spiritual evolution. Therefore, by following dharma, one attains success in all actions. By negating dharma, one brings actually confusion into one's life and retards or slow or stop the clock of progress. Dharma is not a sort of duty imposed from outside. Dharma doesn't mean rituals or some law book. You have to do that, you have to do that, you should not do that. It's not a by force action. Dharma is not a sort of duty imposed from outside, but a sense of righteousness. Sense of righteousness. Sense of integrity and sense of honoring with which one is born as a result of past actions. So every man has his own dharma. Every man has his own dharma, in consequence of which he reacts in his own unique way to the outside world. His education and environment give to this basic life form only an outer shape. By fulfilling his dharma, a man marches along the path of progress until he attains the supreme dharma of all beings, namely a realization of truth or self-realization. What is the tagline of our this class? That is the universal dharma, universal religion, you can tell. That is self-realization or the realization of truth. Artha means wealth. So wealth is a legitimate goal of pursuit at a certain stage of man's life. It is with most people an effective mode of self-expression and an important means of establishing fellowship with others. But wealth must be acquired according to dharma or righteousness. Our Vedantic dharma or Hindu philosophy or Hindu religion, if you say, it's not against of earning wealth or money. Yes, Veda or Vedanta or Hindu philosophy, Hindu religion is based on sacrifice, sacrificing everything else, including our wealth also. But at the same time, you should know our Shastra, our scriptures, our ancestors always encouraged us for earning money, earning wealth, acquiring wealth, but in a righteous way by following dharma. So following dharma is my aim, not earning money. That should be clear. Ajaramaravat pragyam vidyam arthancha chintayet grihita iva kesheshu mrityuna dharmamacharit. What does it mean? That whenever you will start learning and earning, you should know that you are immortal. We should know, because whenever we become we start becoming older, more mentally rather than physically, first we stop so-called learning. We think, oh, we are fed up of learning, we have learned enough. Why should we go for a teacher? Why should we learn some new thing? Why? If a person starts thinking like this at the age of 40 or 50, or at just think 60 after retirement, and if the person live for 100 years, then 40 years he or she will be without learning. That is actual death, when you will stop learning. That is the actual death. And after 60, the people become fatigued. Mainly the government employees, they think, pension is more than enough. Why should we go for all those things? They think money is for their sake. But if we know the concept of Veda of Garhastha Dharma, the householders should earn money, because only the householders are the feeders of the entire society. Brahmachari, Banaprasthi, and Sannyasi. They are the feeders. So we should know it. So we can't stop earning. Maybe not for my sake. I don't need it. I have earned enough and I get enough. But I have to earn for the society, to serve the society. I am having the quality and capacity. If we don't use it, I will lose it, what I have acquired. So, our Shastra never discouraged us from earning and learning, but always given us the caution that in the path of righteousness, whatever you do, अगर उसमें धर्म नहीं तो वो कर्म ही नहीं. So otherwise, instead of serving a spiritual purpose, it will aggravate greed and lust for power, and ultimately be a cause of misery. That same knowledge, same money, same wealth will be the cause of misery if we don't put righteousness before it. Then karma. Karma is the fulfillment of sensuous and aesthetic desire. Karma is the fulfillment of sensuous and aesthetic desire. What about the karma kanda or ritual we perform? That is only to fulfill, for fulfillment, our desire. And not only that, karma kanda is like investment in fixed deposit or in life insurance policy, maybe, I don't know such things. Some schemes may be there where we put money right now. We don't get it right now, but after 15 or 20 years, it will come to us with a big amount of return. Karma kanda or practicing that rituals are like that. Mainly this is not everything. Mainly this is not for this life. We perform karmas or rituals and everything else to secure our happiness, uninterrupted happiness after the physical death of this body. Our aim is to go to Naishkarmya. Naishkarmya means karma hinata nahi. Not doing anything else is the literal translation, but it doesn't mean our laziness. It means leaving our ownership, doership, enjoyership. Okay, so let's come to the point. What is karma? It's craving for sense pleasure. It is verily present in many sensitive persons to whom the enjoyment of wealth appears gross and therefore inadequate. But karma also must be guided by dharma or righteousness. Otherwise, it degenerates into voluptuousness. वही कर्म अकर्म बन जाता है. If you add dharma in your karma, karma becomes puja. If you add dharma in your food, it becomes prasad. If you add dharma at your home or everything else, the same place you stay or you live becomes a temple or mosque or church. Then, so we have complete dharma, artha and kama. Then that satisfaction derived from the pursuit of dharma, artha and kama is neither deep nor abiding. Clear? The satisfaction comes out of the pursuit of dharma, artha, and kama is neither deep or abiding or everlasting or permanent. There remains a hunger of the soul that can be fulfilled only by the attainment of moksha or freedom or liberation or salvation, whatever you call. The first three ideals belong to the material world, and the happiness derived from them is therefore ephemeral and illusory. Na sato vidyate bhavaha, na bhava vidyate sataha. So the happiness is coming from an impermanent thing, cannot produce a permanent happiness. The money we get in the wealth we get in our dream has no function in our waking state. So the illusory karma can't produce, or impermanent karma can't produce permanent happiness. But the ideal of freedom can be realized only the realm of spirit, and the bliss that follows is everlasting. Therefore, the realization of moksha, or freedom, or self-realization, self-realization, it's an eye correction method, is the coping stone of human life, and the pursuit of righteousness, wealth, and aesthetic satisfaction only support it. Only support it. Hari Om Tat Sat.